Have you ever bumped into someone on your job, on vacation, or at home that was inconsiderate? Well, on today's lesson, I am going to teach you a few phrases that you can use in English conversations to communicate that someone is being inconsiderate. Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay, and welcome to another quick English lesson that will help you in real life. Well, this past week, I was able to take a quick getaway to Miami, Florida. And my wife and I spent some time not only in the city of Miami, but also in Fort Lauderdale. And we had a great time. The weather was wonderful. The shopping was wonderful. But one thing that stood out to me is the number of inconsiderate people that we ran into while traveling. Now, I did meet some nice people. I met a gentleman in the mall from Nicaragua, and he explained to me why so many people from South America come to America to shop, because I saw so many people in the malls that we were at with suitcases, and they were buying so many clothes. And he explained to me that the prices over in South America are so high that when the citizens have an opportunity to come to the United States for vacation or for work, they buy up the clothes and they take them back home because they're much cheaper here. And so the gentleman was very, very nice, very cordial. But on the other hand, I bumped into a number of people that were inconsiderate. Someone that is inconsiderate, they behave in a manner that's thoughtless, selfish. They show an attitude of less concern for their neighbor. And after meditating and thinking about it throughout the week, I was wondering, is that somewhat the culture in other countries? I'm used to people being polite, understanding, but a lot of people that we bumped into or engaged with, they would bump you and not say excuse me or sorry. If you were at a traffic light for longer than a second, people would blow their horn long and loud. When you were shopping and looking at things, people would just walk in front of you and not say excuse me. And I was like, wow, people are so inconsiderate. But then I wondered, is that just the culture back in other countries? Maybe because I'm from the South and we have what's called Southern hospitality, to where we are just polite to everyone. And so when I go out of town a lot, people can tell you're not from here because I say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir. It's just common for me. But we had an incident where a man at the hotel was just blowing his horn, just being very inconsiderate. If he would have waited 1 second, I would have moved out of his way. And he was just very, very rude, and I got to thinking, you know what? That's a great opportunity to teach my students some phrases about people being inconsiderate, because it just rubbed me the wrong way. So when I deal with people that are rude, that's a popular phrase that you hear in English. Man, that rubbed me the wrong way. It irritated me. It was something that someone did that caused me to be annoyed. And I'm not a sensitive person. I consider myself to have thick skin, meaning I don't allow the smallest things to aggravate me or irritate me. But some things that are just rubbing me the wrong way, when people do them, when you could take another approach. So that's a phrase we use to describe someone that is inconsiderate. We say they rub you the wrong way. Or you could use the phrase to step on someone's toes. Okay, now that can be used to say when someone offends you. So sometimes in America, we describe a preacher as someone that may step on your toes when you listen to a sermon or a message. You may get offended and say, "Ooh, that step on my toes." That hurt. That hit me at home, as we would say. Okay, but to step on someone's toes can be a phrase that you use to describe someone as being inconsiderate. Okay, someone says or does something without regard to you. So when people walk in front of you without saying excuse me, that's almost like stepping on someone's toes. One of my favorite phrases is when people don't give a hoot. Now, I don't curse. I haven't cursed in years, but some people say they don't give the D word, or they don't give the S word. But that's just saying people just have no concern for you or for something else. They just don't give a hoot. So you might say, man, people drive so fast in Miami. They don't give a hoot about your safety. And one more before we finish today's lesson is when someone is inconsiderate, we say, man, they just walk all over you. Okay? They just really don't care. They just walk all over you. They bump you. They yell at you. They really don't care. They walk all over you. Okay. So how would you use these in a sentence? Walk all over you. Don't give a hoot. Rub someone the wrong way, or to step on someone's toes. Okay. Now, before I get out of here, I want to share a comment that one of the subscribers left. This is someone from France. They said, "You crack me up when you talk about food. In France, students have 2 weeks off in October, December, February, April, and 2 months summer break." Wow. So that was on one of my recent lessons, and someone was just saying how they find my laugh to be hysterical. And they talked about what students go through in their country. Our kids here are always on some type of break. I mean, Labor Day, Memorial Day, Thanksgiving break, Christmas break, winter break, summer break. I mean, that's 7 breaks. So our kids really get a lot of breaks, more so than I did when I was in school. But nevertheless, make sure you leave me a comment. I had one that made me laugh. I can't find it to put it here on the screen for you, but I like Adidas, and so someone asked me, "Are you sponsored by Adidas?" Because I wear Adidas all the time. I just find their clothes to be pretty comfortable. But enough of that. Thank you so much for watching today. If today's quick lesson has helped you, be sure to share it with a friend. And as always, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then.